What's up, guys, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. We are doing a fresh restart on the game for a couple of reasons. The first reason is the first two videos that I did for this, you guys missed out on some of the story. And it just seems wrong to leave that out, so I decided I should probably restart for that. So I did a restart video. On the restart video, my microphone on my headphones died. Like, it was barely picking up any sound at all. So yeah, I had to scrap that video. I just could not adjust the sounds to work correctly. So I went out and I did get me a brand new boom mic. Hopefully the sound quality is better. It appears to be better. And I did some tests. I tried to do another restart video, like version 3, and the game sounds were overpowering my voice. So I had to adjust microphone volume, I had to adjust the boom or the boost on the microphone. Then I had to go through and adjust all of the music options and stuff like that. As you can see here, I've got the music all the way down to 20. Ambient noise is down to 20. Yeah. And I think it's coming out okay. But you will see that I do have something new here. I do have mods. Now, I installed a few mods for quality of life. So one of the things that we have now is we're going to have a map that unlocks as we move around. And I'll show you that later on. The second mod that we have is we'll have 8 quick bars or quick buttons, or not 8 but 10 quick buttons versus the 5 that the game gives you by default. The other mod that I installed was that our when we start crafting, all of the materials will be taken from our person and all the lockers and whatnot around a certain distance of the fabricator. And to me that just makes sense. Instead of going back and forth, wasting a whole crap ton of time trying to find the right materials and this and that, it just makes it streamlines the process a little bit. It doesn't take away from the story. It doesn't, I don't consider it a cheat because we're not cheating the system. We still have to gather all the resources and whatnot. It's just that we don't have to go back and forth to get material from our locker in order to build what we want. So those are the mods that I have installed. If you guys want links to those mods, to all the mods that I have in here, I will be more than happy to put those links in the description below, but I'm not going to bother unless you guys tell me that you're interested in that. And if you are, I'll even do a little video on how to install those correctly, because it can be tricky. I'll just leave it at that. But anyways, we're going to go ahead, start a new game. I'm going to go through the whole beginning sequence, and then we'll see what happens from there. So let's get this going.
This is the farthest that I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research isn't everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed.
All right, so
Welcome to
here we are.
4546B. Enjoy your stay.
Enjoy your stay. That's funny. So we are playing on survival mode, so I'm not worried about food or water. So we can skip everything in this beginning. We don't
Holy
need to grab
smokes.
flares.
That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
So we don't need flares. We don't need to worry about getting fresh water. We don't need to worry about any of that nonsense. Oh, what happened there? Anyways. So we are going to focus on gathering our resources that we're going to need. Copper. Ooh, copper's good. We really need copper. Titanium. You should never have an issue gathering titanium, because it is like
Ribbon
literally
plants
everywhere.
contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Ribbon plants are great for making batteries. What I really want to find is
Oxygen.
oh crap, I keep forgetting that we started over again, so my oxygen resource isn't as good as it normally is. What we need to find are the long stringly plants so we can get ourselves a knife. And I forgot what they're called, but we're going to find them before we get into our base. They're usually somewhere near the base. It's just a matter. There we go. See that guy right there? That's what we're looking for. And we're going to try to get the seeds, which are like orangish red, because we can't actually grab the plant itself, not without a knife. So we need to get the knife. But in order to get the knife, we need the stupid seeds. Are there any around here? No. Alright. So we got a nice, looks like a nice size here. If you guys don't know, everything is procedurally generated. So it's going to be different for everyone on where all this stuff's at. So we're going to go ahead and grab as many of these creep vines as we can. There we go. And you know, while we're here, what I should do, I can go to Beacon Manager, and this is our map that I was telling you guys about. So here's our drop pod. We are right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control and a left click, and that brings up a note. So I can put in here, creep vines. So if I'm ever in need of creep vines, I can look at this note. Oh, they're right here. And yeah, it makes life a little bit easier when you're trying to find specific resources, because they can be rather challenging. This is a huge, huge map with lots and lots of stuff to discover. So I'm trying to make life as easy on myself as possible. Again, I don't know why the devs didn't put a map in the game. It seems ridiculous to me. Oh crap, we have ourselves a sea monkey bit here. Oh, and a PDA. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Well, we'll just look at all the PDAs later. Ooh, crystal. We'll take that. Let's come over here.
Found the drop pod.
Yep, found the drop pod. So we've got a lot of stuff to look at, guys. So bear with me. This is going to be a while. So if we go to our data bank, this is where we have all sorts of stuff going on. Altera misplaces 1 kilometer capital ship. Wait, this is new. I don't think I've seen this before. The Independent. Galactic News Intergalactic Perspective. Contact has been lost with the Aurora some 18 months into its journey to install a phase gate in the Eridan arm. Report inside sources. To the Eridan... How do you pronounce that? Altera launched the Aurora to much fanfare almost 2 years ago and recently announced the ship had arrived in the destination solar system. The Aurora has reportedly now missed more than one routine check-in. Asked for comment, a spokesperson for Altera said communication with ships outside of the phase gate network can take weeks or months in ordinary circumstances and is commonly interrupted. The Aurora was in good shape and ahead of schedule. The last time they checked in, we had no reason to think anything had changed. Nonetheless, our sources emphasize that Altera cannot yet explain the loss of contact. And given the exceptional value of the ship and its mission, they are taking every possible measure to re-establish contact. Shareholders will be watching closely. Keen readers will remember, however, that Altera's network of directors have a history of leaking scare stories like this to the press, only for the Transgov to rebound with positive news against the odds. Director shareholdings and dealings are, of course, not public information. So, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a brand new one for me. So if you guys remember, the Aurora is from the original Subnautica game. As we know, the Aurora crash landed. It was shot down by alien tech. Pretty much everybody on board died. And yeah, if you don't know the Subnautica story, go check out some playthroughs of that. I highly recommend Evan and Caitlin on YouTube. They are a great couple, husband and wife couple that play games, and they're just fun to watch. That's how I got into Subnautica, actually, is because of those two. But yeah, if you don't know the story, go check them out, watch their playthroughs. So what I'm getting from this, though, is the Aurora launched almost 2 years ago, so we're 2 years into the future from the original Subnautica, roughly 2 years. So that'll be interesting how this timeline works out. If we go to survival, I'm not going to read through this. It just basically tells you stuff that's kind of common sense. You know, your survival checklist, get to a safe environment, get first aid, get your emergency supplies, all that good stuff. And then over here, it basically tells you nothing. It's more comical than anything else. If you want to read it, hit that pause button, take a look at it. We're going to move on to the PDAs.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Notice of death. I don't think I've seen this one either. Dear Miss Ayu, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader, and Indra Cormick, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha Ayu. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin, with regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. What the f... If you have any questions, you may file Form Yankee 7 Yankee, Sierra Sierra, Sierra Uniform 49 Uniform 2 Kilo. Any query will be addressed in sequential order. Sincerely, Emmanuel Emmanuel, 4546B Communications Liaison, Altera Transgov. That's some dirty crap right there, man. So we're supposed to pay Altera back for damages and legal fees because of our dead sister, and they're claiming it's negligence. Yeah, I don't know about all that. That's a new one for me. I have not seen this through any of my beginning playthroughs, so that's new for me. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of these from our sister and see what she has to say.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little ultrabite. I'll leave the starchy tuberous nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
Alright, so that was clearly recorded in the past, before our sister got the job at Altera.
4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. Alright, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you.
Alright, so our sister Sam works for Altera. We're Robin. We work for XenoWorks. And sounds like XenoWorks is kind of going under.
Hey, Robin! I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky potato. Hey! The nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like, nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer, so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. I guess you're one of us now. Like it or not. Welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
Alright, so from that we can kind of determine that Altera's putting the squeeze on our sister because her spy penguin found something it shouldn't have. And on top of that, we got bought out by Altera. So now we're part of Altera. We're no longer XenoWorks. We are part of the one institution that we did not want to be a part of, that we warned our sister against. And, the plot thickens, huh?
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry.
I don't think she said anything terribly bad. It was just kind of an update, like, hey, you know, life sucks. But whatever. Moving on to message 5.
Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is going to happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. And the cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Alright, so from that, there's a little bit of foreshadowing there. She thinks something terrible is going to happen, and it did. She lost her life. Now, why she lost her life, we don't know, but they found a frozen leviathan that was infected with Kara. Kara is the disease that was found in the original Subnautica, and it's bad juju. It basically destroys everything. And excuse me one moment, got to clear my throat. But yeah. So we're our mission is kind of on the hunt to find out what happened to Sam and basically figure all that out. Up here, the voice log, this is just things that we've already found. This is kind of like our voice and things that we hear while exploring the world. We've got a lot of blueprints that have been unlocked. The standard tank, we're definitely going to need that. Survival knife, scanner, flashlight, we're definitely going to get those things. Fins, first aid, compass, we're going to grab those as well as we can. Here's our inventory right there. Let's
Well,
get
Sam,
to
I guess I
crafting.
might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
What's more important here? Well, we definitely need a scanner, so we're going to grab that.
All right, I have a scanner. In goes a battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
Alright, we don't need that out. Fins will help us move quicker. And as you can see there, it's just pulling my resources directly from my inventory. so I don't have to make all the mid stuff to get there. And there's our fins equipped. Awesome. Let's see here. That was all we can make over here, right? Yeah. We definitely want a survival knife. Alright, we're good there. Let's see here. We have to cut those creep vines to get that stuff, which is going to be our next task because we need that for the scuba tank. But what else can we make? We can make copper wire. We're definitely going to need copper wire. But I'm kind of debating because we can use all this other stuff as well. You know what? I think since we're not building anything that we can actually use right at the very moment, let's throw these guys into inventory. And we'll build the rest of it as we go along. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to cut here. I'm going to go grab some more resources, and I will bring you back. I don't know if it's going to be in another episode or not. Actually, it's not. I'm just going to cut you guys here, and I'll bring you back once we have all the other stuff that we need to continue our journey. Alright, so I did manage to get enough for a standard O2 tank. So go ahead and equip that right quick.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
Looks
The standard
like
oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
looks like we also got a couple other things. We can go ahead and build a flashlight or a mineral detector. The mineral detector, well, actually, I think the flashlight's more important than the mineral detector. So go ahead and get that. We'll see if we can't still build. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. Deployables. We can make beacons now, which isn't it isn't a bad idea to make beacons. I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you get smoked, and if you
Use
have a
beacons
beacon
to
in
mark
your
traverse
inventory,
territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now
was
it's
saying,
surface support.
I think you can, if you die with the beacon in your inventory, it'll go ahead and deploy that beacon. That way you can go back and pick up the things that you dropped. And we are not going to have enough storage for all this. Yeah. We need titanium. But I'll tell you what, we got some stuff on our data bank. We're going to go ahead and take a look at all this stuff. And then I'm just going to go around resource gathering and getting the things I need to survive. So I did do quite a bit of scanning. Galena will give us either lead or titanium. Limestone will give us titanium or copper. And then I also scanned the penguins. If you want to read those, you're more than welcome to. And 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That was work calling. Adjusting my schedule a little bit, which is fine by me. Anyways, there's the baby penguin if you want to read up on them. Here's our information on the creep vine. It really doesn't tell you a whole lot what it could be used for, which I wish they would put that in these data banks, but whatever. For the seed. And then we have oxygen plants. So if you see these and you're running out of oxygen, you just swim up to these, to this bulb, and you left click and it'll give you some oxygen. No clue what those are good for, if anything. Same with shelf coral. Same with twisted mandrake. We did get some tech. All environment protection suit. I don't have this, but I really wish we did. Purchase from the company for 1 credit, whatever. I guess we have to make that. Or we already have it, but it's not good for cold. I don't know how that works. I really don't. The information on the scanner. Yeah, it'll just, you scan stuff and it'll give you information here on your PDA. Got the mineral detector. It's okay, but once you start playing the game and getting used to what things look like, this kind of becomes obsolete. But it's alright at the beginning, especially if you're very new and you don't know what you're looking for. That helps. The repair tool, we're definitely going to want to get that, especially once we get a sea truck. It'll come very handy because you're going to end up crashing your sea truck more than you wish. It's going to get attacked. You're going to have to do all sorts of stuff to keep your sea truck up and running. But anyways, there's those voice logs, which we don't have to go over. And as you can see, we got the new blueprints here as well. And I also did get a Sea Glide fragment. I scanned a desk. What else? I think that's pretty much it, guys. So at this point in time, I need to go through and I just need to gather a whole bunch of resources. I'm probably going to have to build some lockers. And I'm just going to go through, explore, make a whole bunch of notes of stuff on the map, just so we know what's up. I do need to get a compass though, so I know where I'm going. Without the compass, like, I don't know where this is. I would assume that's like southwest, but I don't have a compass, so I don't know where southwest is. So that's going to be kind of like my next big move, I guess you can call it. My next thing that I want to build is a compass. So we're going to need copper wire and a wiring kit, which means we're going to have to find some silver ore. And yeah, I don't know where that's at right now. So anyways, guys, that's going to be part 1 of our restart of Below Zero. If you like the video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, be safe, be cool, have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.